Okay, so these two questions, guys. Okay, they ask you, tell me about your weaknesses, tell me about your strengths. Now, actually, the question here is tell me, let's say that talk about tell me about weaknesses. Okay, they can ask either of this, they can ask both of this, right? It's their wish. So let's prepare the answer for this. Tell me about your weaknesses. Okay. Now, understand one thing, guys. Talking about your weakness, okay, talking about your weakness is a very positive thing. Okay, is a very positive thing. But that doesn't mean that you overdo it. Okay, don't overdo this. Okay, so you're talking about, because everybody, right, they're the people who are taking our interviews are not fools, right? They are also human beings. They have achieved success at some level. Okay, and they've gone through all this. Okay, so every person has some weakness. No, nobody's perfect, right? So there's nothing bad about talking some weakness. But yeah, the one thing actually what should happen here, that your strength and weaknesses should not kind of should not like, for example, competitive advantage and competitive disadvantage. So those your strength and weaknesses should not contradict your competitive advantage with competitive disadvantage, right? Now what do I mean to say with this? I'll tell you. Competitive disadvantage. Okay, so now if you understand this, guys, so basically what you're, let's say for example, you are saying that my weakness is my indecisive skill. That's my weakness. What is my weakness? My weakness is indecisiveness is my weakness. I couldn't decide. And in interview, you're trying that you're going for MBA because you want to be manager. Getting it, right? So you want to be a manager and you're telling that you are indecisive. So that's contradicting, right? That your competitive advantage is contradicting with your competitive disadvantage, right? Obviously. So that's the point, right? So you are kind of, you can't say that you want to be an actor. You want to be an actor and you fear limelight. Okay. So it should not contradict, right? So if you want to be an actor, you're told in an interview, let's say you want to be an actor. In any interview, right? Not like MBA interview. So if you want to be an actor, then you can't say that my weakness is I fear limelight. That's not right. That's basically not the case. That's wrong. So that's why your answer should be not contradicting your strength and weaknesses on whatever is your objective. These answers should not contradict. So prepare in that way, that part, right? So for example, what he told that talking about your weakness is a very positive point, correct? Okay, but don't overdo it, right? Just for example, let's say somebody asks my weakness, right? And just try to start from weakness and convert it into your strength. Okay, so start from weakness and later on convert to your strength, or how you overcame it, right? So basically, for example, let's say that you can tell that the last year I was in a situation when I was giving CAT and I had my college exams. So ultimately, I was trying to when I see that those multiple things, I wasn't able to manage and I messed it up. I couldn't do that well in CAT also. I could that well do that well exam, my college exam also. But that after that I got a job now and I'm working and with the job I prepared right now, and the situation is that right now I'm doing well with my job also, and well as I'm able to crack CAT with good percentile also. Right. So it started with a weakness that when I have multiple things, I sometimes mess it up, but I've overcame it now. That's fine. Okay. Maybe also you can tell that in your weakness that you're a person in your schools that who trusted very quickly or who trust someone very quickly, right? So trusted someone very quickly. So that was kind of your weakness. But yes, again, that is not, this weakness should not come right now because you're going to do an MBA, right? So you should tell that, okay, is that because I have some few friends with whom maybe 3 months or after 6 months, I kind of couldn't carry friendship forward. So I realized my mistake, and that's why now in graduation, the friends which I have made in my first year are even with me now. Okay, they're after 3-4 years now. Okay, so that means you have overcome that weakness, whatever your weakness was earlier, right? Maybe your weakness was sleep also. You could have sleep. Don't say all these 3, right? Maybe maximum 1 or 2 points. Okay, don't say all this weakness one by one. Okay, I'm just giving you different ideas. So I'm giving you different ideas here, what you can tell you. Okay, so just kill 1 or 2 points about your weakness. That's it. Okay, don't say all these points. Now, basically, you can say that you used to sleep a lot 3-4 years back, but in graduation and with managing with your CAT exam, you have actually learned to study a lot. You have seen you have you're a person like you sleep at 1-2 o'clock and get up at 10 o'clock maybe, or sleep at 12 and get up at 8 o'clock 9 o'clock, right? But now you're a person who sleeps at 2 and get up at 7, maximum 5 hours sleep, right? So you've cut out of sleeping hours and that's your good percentile. You're managing studies with colleges or your job with your CAT preparation also have done everything, right? So those things you can tell here in this weakness. So always remember, talking about your weakness is a positive part. So once you tell in this part, start with your weakness, and convert it to a strength, and basically how you overcame this situation. Okay, so I've given you 3 ideas here, 3 different ideas. Just take 1 or 2 from this. Okay, and or maybe just be honest and you can add also a personal flavor to it. Okay, that let's say I have this weakness, but I've overcome this. That's perfectly fine, right? That just say that it shouldn't be like contradicting with your objective. That I'm a very indecisive person right now. Okay, don't never say that. Okay, indecisive. You are becoming manager. Okay, I'm a very unorganized person. No, yeah, you're going to MBA. You're going to some decent. Going to do MBA. You're going to do some. Going in some decent B school. You have lots of subjects and extracurricular activities. So you can't say I'm very unorganized person. You can't say these things. So unorganized person, indecisive person, you can't say these things. Okay. Similarly, in about your strengths, right? In strengths, you can say that if you're working at some your workplace, you're a good team worker, okay, or maybe aptitude, you're good at aptitude. Maybe you are good at solving puzzles, right? So you're good at solving puzzles. Let's say you can say that, or you have a good analytical thinking, okay, analytical mind, good at solving, good at maths, good at solving puzzles, whatever you can tell, maths, maybe solving puzzles. Maybe your strength are okay, you are kind of your ability to bounce back in different situations, your ability to bounce back. Okay, so you can tell that if you had a bad CAT percentile last year, so how you again gathered yourself, how you motivated again yourself, and again you prepared and you got a decent CAT percentile this year, or how you any semester you can give. So always basically when you're saying that, always support with example, right? So you say that, okay, I have ability to bounce back. Okay, so what example you can say? Maybe in any semester that you performed very badly, you cried a lot, and then actually you gathered yourself and you studied well and you got A grade in the next semester, okay, or got a decent marks in next semester. Anything could be from your school, but should be a more recent one, right? Don't go behind 10. So never give any old dated example. Very old dated example you don't give, right? That's not a, because that is far away from what you are doing right now. Okay, so that mentality was far away. So don't give like before 10th. This thing happened with me in class 6th. Don't say this. Okay, don't say this, right? So always gives a recent example of your work life, of your college life, of your preparation part of this phase, right? So phase should be a recent one to give these examples. Okay, so I hope this will help, guys. This should really help. Just prepare your answers. Okay, all the best. We'll continue this in the next video of interview preparation. Thank you. Also, this guy's CAT is all about giving lots of tests, right? CAT is about giving lots of tests, analyzing your weaknesses. I always tell this, right? So you have to analyze your weakness, give lots of tests. So we design this test, basically combat it. I'm designing the combat and I put some good quality questions. So for motivation, you have these prizes also. Okay, obviously, right? But that's not the only motivation, right? Okay, you win this subscriptions and you win this vouchers, people are very happy, right? That's one thing. That's always good. That's a good feeling, right? But this test will basically test your skills to compete, to sit in the testing environment, to compete among the audience, right? In the live scenario. Okay, so you do not miss this test. This tests are built with some high quality questions, some good high quality questions I've been putting here in this combat, and this quant is basically designed by me only. Okay, so this is basically next combat is on 7th of February at 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. to give this combat. All the many students who are Unacademy, who are registered people, who are not registered people, all give combat. So it's a very good platform where you can judge yourself, see your weaknesses, and again improve it. Right? Basically, see this. So basically, what you need to do, just like give 1 hour this test, and you can be like kind of sanction to that 1 hour exams event scenario. for full throughout the year. Okay, so give this many times. So this Unacademy Champions League is there, Unacademy Combat is there. The names are different, but the idea is same, to test yourself before the cat multiple times, run behind your weakness, analyze, and in the meantime win some good prizes also, which actually should motivate you and make yourself feel good, right? So that enrollment link I'll put in the description. Do give this test, guys. Okay, thank you.